Hello, hello, hello. You're tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's first topic, winning seasons. Now, I know a lot of people are going to watch this and say, why are we discussing winning seasons? What is Nitro talking about? Because a lot of times, now that we have time, we can look back at past things that were said, see where we were right, see where we were wrong, see where we made mistakes, see where we made advancements. And PFF did a top 4 list of the longest active winning season streaks in the NFL. And I'm going to read them off to you from least to highest. And I want y'all to guess who y'all think is the top, all right? So the lowest one, who has 3 consecutive seasons of a winning season, 3 straight, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Pittsburgh Steelers. I laugh at this sometimes because, you know, when you look at these teams, and they're in the AFC, you know what I mean? We look at them and we say, hey, you know, they're getting better, but they're staying consistent, right? This was the argument that I was having with the Ravens for so many years. Because the Ravens were having a lot of winning seasons, but they were stagnant in their growth, right? The growth just wasn't there. And finally getting somebody electric like a Lamar, a Mark Andrews, you know what I mean? You look at it and you say, man, we got those two. We could just build around them offensively. And the defense, of course, will solidify itself because that's what we do best anyways. And we refused to do it. Refused to do it. And now we're in the conundrum of trying to win when we already should have because we were stagnant, almost comfortable. And I don't just blame the team. I blame a lot of the fans. Because y'all remember during all of the sagas, all the fans, oh, well, those teams got this because they sucked for so long or they were bad for so long. And the Ravens are mid because they just keep churning out wins and stuff. Well, they're not on this list. I'm going to read another one who is tied for 4th or tied for 3rd, okay? Because it's technically top 3. The Miami Dolphins. Can you believe that? 3 consecutive seasons of winning football. 3. That's active. We're not talking about past. We're talking about right now the active streaks for winning seasons. That's tied for 3 is Miami and Pittsburgh. Here's the thing. Miami, as long as they have Tyreek Hill, is going to be in the running. He says he wants to play for an additional 2 years. Come on, let's be real. It's very doable for them to continue that streak moving forward. I expect them to. Tyreek Hill, like I've stated in the previous video, is the biggest game breaker in the entire NFL. That's not a quarterback. If your name is not Patrick Mahomes or Lamar, the best player in the NFL is Tyreek Hill. I just want to point that out, and that's why I believe he gives that team so much added firepower because you have Tua, who is an ascending young quarterback. You have Jalen Waddle, who's an ascending young wide receiver. You have a great offensive mind in their coach that came over from the 49ers. There's so many good things about that squad. And now they might also get Dalvin Cook. So I'm expecting 3 to turn into 4 after next season. Number 2, the Buffalo Bills. The reason why the Ravens aren't on here is last year when we lost, 5 consecutive games and missed the playoffs when we were the first in the AFC. The Ravens would be second. They'd be second. They would be second. But of course, you know, Lamar got hurt because of bad teammates, bad blocking, bad scheme. Now, number 4, the Bills. Look, I've said this before. Josh Allen is a good quarterback. He is not the second best quarterback in this game. He's not. He is not. He's just not. Now, can he do spectacular things? Yes. He can do a lot of spectacular things. Josh Allen's nice. But, it goes to show you, how good the Bills have been for the past almost half a decade. Because think about it. This is going to be the fifth. If they make the playoffs this year, that's 5 consecutive seasons of winning football. Can't say too much about that when dealing with the Buffalo Bills. And number one, and the reason why I brought this up is because I kind of found this funny. Number one has 10 consecutive winning seasons. And do you know what team that is? You guessed it. The Kansas City Chiefs. This is what I was trying to get through the minds of so many people that were like, oh my God, Patrick's the best, but he's by far maybe the greatest quarterback ever. This is what I was trying to tell y'all. Kansas City was seeing good season, winning season before he got there. They were a top offense before he was inserted. Tyreek Hill was a 1,000-yard receiver before him. Kelsey was a 1,000-yard receiving tight end before him. I keep trying to tell people, what Patrick did was he took a team that was already here and elevated them to here. A lot of these other guys, their teams are starting out from here. There's a big difference. And everyone's saying, well, last year he won the MVP. I want you to understand something. For the first 4 years of his career, Patrick Mahomes was thrown to the best tight end and the best overall weapon in the entire NFL. And the most creative offensive mind in the entire NFL. That's what he had at his disposal. Am I taking anything away from him? No. He's been spectacular. He's been great. But it goes back to show you. Because a lot of Raven fans need this wake-up call. Because every time it's like, oh, we're just so great. Great, great, great. Purple Kool-Aid in my cup. Go, 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 go. That's what they've been on. We have to do better. If we settle for mediocrity, then mediocrity is that becomes the standard. That's why you see these other teams have beat us in this. Now, I get it. Everyone's going to say, well, that one season, that it was injury prone and blah, 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 blah. If you do it in the past 7 years, 8 years, before Lamar, whatever else it is, it's not looking any better. This is why I called this season the Redeem Team. Remember when I said that? I said, the Ravens this year should be compared to the Redeem Team that was in the Olympics to win back the gold because the previous Olympic team got the bronze. You remember that? And they put all the blame on Allen Iverson, which was hilarious to me. It was ridiculous. But nonetheless, it was the Redeem Team. That's why I called it that. Because these are some of the things that I keep trying to say. It's not just Lamar that's redeemed. It's not just JK that's trying to redeem. It's not just Mark Andrews. It's EDC. It's John Harbaugh. Bashadi. EDC said out of his own mouth about the lack of the talent that Lamar's been surrounded with. He talked about it. So you can't say I'm a hater. You can't say, if you're going to say, no, that's not true, then you saying that I'm an EDC hater or a Harbaugh hater, then you're calling them liars. You think they're going to pander to me? You think John Harbaugh, remember, John Harbaugh said we're nothing but people at the bar. That's it. I don't think you'll be pandering to us. I brought this all up to say this. That's why I'm looking forward to this season so much. This team, this organization, these players have so much work ahead of them. And I truly believe that if they can remain right here, locked in, have the blinders on left and right, just totally focused, then they can make sure that they turn this into the beginning of a dynasty. But I always want to go back to the Patrick Mahomes thing. Patrick Mahomes is an amazing quarterback that dropped into one of the best situations a quarterback has ever dropped into of all time. Top 3, I could say, of all time. When you look at coach, offensive talent on everyone's talking about now he got a makeshift O-line. Patrick Mahomes had a top 3, top 2 O-line for multiple seasons in the entire NFL. So not only are you having trouble getting to him, he has weapons that get open immediately. It's now from last year after he won that his outside weapons were, oh my God, Tyreek Hill. But you know what I'm saying? The Chiefs built smart. They said, look, we can't replicate Tyreek Hill. He's too good. He's too dynamic. He's too special. But maybe we can get 2-3 guys that can equal one Tyreek Hill. And they did it by committee. Instead of having one amazing, great receiver, they got a whole bunch of good receivers, a whole bunch of solid receivers, a whole bunch of reliable receivers, and it paid dividends. Now, I'm not going to say certain things didn't go the Chiefs' way, but you cannot deny their success. And that's why I want Baltimore to find back themselves, put the blinders on, and march forward. Am I tripping about this? Because a lot of times people think like, oh, well, Nitro's just being Nitro. And then when it ends up being correct, it's like, man, looky here. I want what's best for this team. I want what's best for the coaches, the players, the fan base. And a Super Bowl is what's best for all 3. I don't care which one you have first, second, third on your list, whatever it is. But tell me what you think about this list. That's kind of crazy, right? Because I was looking at it and I couldn't believe it for a second. I'm like, are you serious? The top 3 and third is tied, winning consecutive seasons on teams. Kansas City with 10, Bills with 4, Miami with 3, Steelers with 3. But let me know what you think in the comment section. And that's another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you all for watching. Y'all already know how we get down. Please do remember, like, subscribe, leave a comment. Just be respectful when you do it, you know. And I love you guys. Thank you. And I'm gonna ask again because I only saw one person answer. Do you guys like the new thumbnails? If not, let me know down in the comment section, please. I'm trying to make everything about this channel better for you guys' sake. So if y'all like it, truly like it, let me know in the comment section. And if you think there should be some changes, let me know. All right? But once again, like I said, this is The Wunderkind Show. The show's Nitro signing off. And as always, you guys knows my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yerp.